Welcome. We are so excited to connect with you tonight, today, wherever you're calling in from, wherever you're listening to this, maybe even watching this recording. We welcome you. We welcome you. Take a deep breath and let it out. You maybe had a crazy day today, or maybe it's been a crazy week so far. Maybe it's been a crazy month, or maybe, just maybe, it's been a crazy year. Well, I believe that everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason why you're tuning into this call right here, right now. Maybe you're a lot like Jessica and myself, where years before we found this type of business, we felt a little lost in certain areas of our lives. I know I can speak for myself for dang certain. And I felt like I was a hamster on a hamster wheel. If anyone can relate, and maybe you're just checking this out and you're like, I'm not even willing to admit that quite yet. But I was working a couple different jobs. I was a nanny, I was a massage therapist, I did a bunch of odd and end jobs, and I was just trying to make ends meet. And I really, truly felt like I was living for the weekends. I mean, on a day like today, it's Wednesday. So I'd be like, it's hump day, right? And then Friday would roll around and I'm like, oh, I finally have 2 days to do what I really want to do. Now, I just felt like I would go back to work on Monday and I would just repeat this cycle. And then by the time I would get paid, after I'd pay all my bills, I had nothing left to show for it. And I really felt like, man, is this it? Is this life? Is this just what we do? Do we work to pay all the things we need to pay? And then we just finally get a minute to breathe. And I wanted more, but I didn't know what it could be. You see, I didn't go to a college, a 4-year college. I just went to massage therapy school right after high school. I'm like, how can an ordinary person live an extraordinary life? And then I met my great friend, Holly DeMott. And I met her at an LA Fitness in New Brighton, Minnesota. I know we've got some people from the Midwest listening right now. And I met this woman, and there was something different about her. And she was pursuing something that excited her. That's the first clue, which is the business we're going to talk about here tonight. But she was on this journey, this health journey, using our superfood products, using our cleansing system. And she ended up releasing 90 pounds on the system we're going to share with you tonight. But it wasn't even the weight loss transformation that got me excited. What got me excited is she was literally pursuing something that lit her soul on fire. She had purpose towards something. She got to design her days, work out when she wanted to. She got to choose who she got to work out with. And she was living with such intention. And I wanted that. Okay, if you want more of that, type 1 in the chat, if you're willing to admit that right now. I wanted that. I was 23 years old. She was 33. And I said, what is it that you do? And she explained to me this great thing called network marketing. And she explained to me this insanely amazing company called Isagenix. And I didn't know all the details of how it worked. All I knew is that I needed to find a different way to create freedom for myself, because what I was currently doing was not working. It wasn't working. And so maybe that's why you're here right now. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'm open. I could use a little bit more purpose in my life. I could use, some friends that forced me to level up. I could use a bit more income because maybe things have shifted in 2020, even 2021. Whatever it is for you, there's a reason you're here. And because I said yes to this great profession over a decade ago, I've been able to live a life by design rather than by default, and travel where I want to travel to. I just got home from Cabo 48 hours ago, and do what I want and make the impact I want to make. And I feel that it is my responsibility to share with you a way that you can have it too. You can create wealth too. You can get excited every morning you wake up too. And my friend that has done this as well is Jessica Koehler. And I want her to come on, and she's co-hosting with me tonight. She is the ultimate inspiration as a friend, as a mother, as a wife, as a business owner, as Mrs. Minnesota. I love this woman, and I'm going to let her take it away.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to have you here. Unmute. There you go.
I'm unmuted. There we go. Are you good?
You're good.
So excited to be here. Excited to share my story with you and tell you how I ended up with Isagenix and why I'm continuing to share this tremendous passion. And I'm just going to dive right in. You can see my little family here. Can't see my pic. Oh, the pic on the screen or me?
We can see it both. We can see it all. We can see
you're
you.
good.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Dana said she couldn't. Okay, so you see my little family here. About 13 years ago, I met my husband. His first wife had just passed, and I was 21 at the time. I was really young, and I just always felt like an old soul, and I knew that I had a lot of purpose, and I didn't know what it was. But at 21, I met my husband, and he had 2 kids at the time who were 5 and 2, who were left without a mom, and there he was. And, when you just know, I knew that was my calling and my path and my purpose, even though it didn't really make a lot of sense. So fast forward to raising these kids and to being at home thinking, I need to get healthier, I need to eat better, and I'm really missing human interaction with amazing people. Isagenix came into my life randomly through his work as a chiropractor and our friend Dr. Del Rey. But I got involved and I stayed involved because of the culture and the community and the people and the personal development aspect of things. And through that journey, it's been the last 6 years with Isagenix, we've been able to be, a top income earner for the last, 5-6 years. But also it's led me to other experiences, like things I never thought in a million years I would do, like become Mrs. Minnesota America. And I had never done a pageant in my life, but I knew it was a calling and a purpose to spread the mission and message of empowerment and joy and chasing your dreams. And I really learned all the lessons I needed to learn to become that woman through Isagenix. And I'm so happy to share that with all of you today.
It's so amazing. It absolutely is. And it's really why we're doing this call, is because we feel like, maybe you guys have seen network marketing out there, you've tried it, and you think it's just about products, right? You have no idea that it's literally a personal development plan with a paycheck attached to it. And the transformation that people that actually pursue it, that they go through personally, is quite amazing. And if you have had any bit of transformation, comment in the chat, please, and let us know what you have transformed, how you have grown as a man, as a woman. So we're going to dive in here. We're talking about money. Jess has already said she makes mad money in Isagenix. I make mad money in Isagenix. Transforming as a human takes a lot of work. Okay, we're not the company that runs around and flash checks. We can show you our checks, but here's the deal. It takes hard work to transform as a person, to transform your income, and we're not afraid of that. So that's my little disclaimer.
That's right. We're not afraid of that, people. And there's a need for money, right? I mean, let's be honest. You can have passion and purpose, but at the end of the day, you still need a paycheck, and money is important. But good people who make good money do great things, right? And that's why we're here. And there's been so many changes over the last year with COVID, with national debt, with the women in the workforce going home to raise their families and to just having to fill in all those voids that have been missing. And I think it really opened our eyes and taught us about and legitimized the platform of network marketing, of Zoom meetings, of communicating virtually, and how powerful that is, and how much a little bit of side hustle can add up long term for people to creating their dream lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, talking about the side hustle economy, I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, some of you watching this, maybe you have an Etsy business on the side, or, you're renting out a room to strangers. Did we ever think we would do that? Or you're giving rides, or, affiliate marketing is a really big thing. And let me tell you, in contrast, compared to this, you make pennies. Like, I'm like, if I could show you a way, like for real, info marketing, all taking surveys, all these other things, blogging, the side hustle economy is a real thing, but you're still trading time for money. And it's still not real wealth building. I mean, it's awesome that you're thinking differently, but this is why I love what we do, is because we'll get into all the benefits, but you can create some real wealth.
Yeah. And why network marketing, and what is it? It's really educating people on the value our products provide, which is what affiliates and influencers and bloggers are doing. We're just getting a bigger piece of the pie and being paid residually for it, which does not hurt anyone. So we're selling a product, we're building a team who sells products. And then we're also, my favorite part is improving the productivity of the team based on leadership. And that's what is so beautiful about network marketing is, in the real world out there where you're 9 to 5, a lot of the times you may be competing with the person next to you, or you may be trying to get ahead of them. And literally, this is the kind of business where we're pushing the people up the ladder and helping each other up, giving them a foot to stand on so that they can grow and we can grow with them. And it's a very, very unique concept, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
So beautiful. Yeah. And, we're seeing larger than life growth here. And Jess already said it. I mean, you've maybe even experienced this in your own households, the way the economy is changing. I mean, I know even this morning I was at a local spa here in Venice, and I sat and talked with the owner, and I was the only one there. And it's been that way for a while. Like, we've just seen a turn in the economy. But what we're seeing with network marketing is more and more people are looking for a way to create real wealth. And it's not even what is network marketing anymore. It's what company are you with, and what company are you going to hang your hat on. And I mean, you can see the industry stats from the DSA. I mean, 180 billion with a B global revenue in 2019 alone. And this is just expected to continue growing. And I'm prepared to speak at an event in May, and they told me that they're going to see record numbers at a network marketing event, expecting over 100,000 people at a women's event. That many people are learning. They want to learn how they can build their own wealth. And you can see 36% from wellness products, which we could go into that whole thing of the consumable products. I mean, people are spending money on their immune health, right? It's not just a cosmetic thing, and the wellness industry is booming.
Wellness is so exciting, and the consumerism is definitely there. So the wellness revolution, the online shipping, everything brought right to my door. If I can't have it fast and can't have it now, and if I can't have it easy, I probably won't buy it. And that's the beautiful thing is, I don't want to understand all the logistics of how it all happens. And I just knew I wanted a product that worked, something I was passionate about, people I enjoyed, and something that didn't feel like a drain, something that felt like I had a reason to wake up in the morning. I would feel better, act better, be better for my family. And that's exactly what Isagenix does. They do the heavy lifting for you behind the scenes, and you show up authentically you, with the facts and information that you feel strongly about, and you keep learning and growing, and your business does at the same time.
Beautiful. Sounds good to me. And I want to just talk a little bit quickly about residual income, because maybe you hear people talk about it, and maybe you're like me, like Jess, when I first started this, I didn't have a clue. I was like, what's residual income? I mean, I didn't know that I was trading time for money. I didn't understand, because guess what? They don't teach this stuff in school.
No.
And, if I were to stop working, or, didn't have a client, I wouldn't make money. And when I got into Isagenix, everyone was like, it's residual. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, you got someone started on the products, they're on auto ship, they're going to continue ordering. It's a lifestyle product. You get paid on all reoccurring orders, but it doesn't stop there. If they start sharing, you get paid on all their orders and their orders. And I'm like, what on earth? And, you know, a lot of people would say to me, if you're willing to put the time in and build it, this can pay you for a lifetime. And this absolutely works. I mean, I don't know if you ever want to say how much money you make, and can you agree, like, you put in a ton of time in the beginning compared to now?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, but I knew I saw it, right? I saw what it would do if I looked at the case studies of people before me, like Chris and Lori Harder and Em and Hayden and all these other people. And I was like, well, I like their vibe. I can do that. You know, they can do it. I can do it. I obviously work their tails off. They obviously, you know, really focus in and put the blinders on. But I lived it and breathed it at the beginning because I saw the potential and I would not trade a minute of that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so I'm really passionate when I meet people out there in life. Like, you may be a personal trainer by trade and you love that. And you may be a nurse and you love that, or a teacher and you love that. But why not have something on the side that's compounding and you're working it an hour a day, 2 hours a day? This is the path to leverage. I mean, really.
And leverage is really beautiful. And I think that's the thing. At the beginning, I didn't really know where my time was going with it all because I was just learning, and I would spend all day because I just loved it. But you don't have to. You can really work smarter and not harder. And so now, you know, now that I've learned more and I've gotten focused, I can spend a couple hours a day, really intentional time. And I can also teach people on my team coming up how to do the same, because a lot of them, like I said, teachers and nurses and doctors that are like, listen, I'm not going to be able to work this hard for this long. I will kill myself. Like, it's just not even possible. So using it as not only a income stream, but using systems and then the leveraging as well. And as you can see by the slide here, I mean, what would take you almost 17 years as an individual solo entrepreneur, but otherwise what would take you, you know, this is the path to freedom, right? Leveraging each other's skill sets and leveraging each other's strengths, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. And I talk to people that are authors, that are, you know, they are entrepreneurs, but they're going at it alone. And they completely are missing the point of the leverage and what that can do for real freedom. They have to continue selling another program. They have to continue doing all this stuff, and not that that stuff isn't amazing, but this can be a beautiful addition to create that real wealth. And speaking of wealth, like, this is a snapshot of our residual side of our compensation. And you may be saying, hey, this looks like a tree. It absolutely is a tree, and a tree is a beautiful thing.
And it has strong roots that go into the ground and grows really freaking tall for many years to come.
It absolutely does. And everybody needs a spot in the tree. That's where I'm at. That, I mean, when I talk to anybody, I'm like, get your position in the tree, because this is the simplest form of network marketing. Okay. So there is no month end here. Okay. So basically all you do is order a minimum of product, 100 points every 30 days, which is equivalent to like 160 US dollars, and you're in business. So the overhead is so low. Anybody that's ever started a business, you're like, what? And even me today, making well over 7 figures a year, it's the same for me. It doesn't change. And so you build 2 sales teams, and that's it. And you share, like Jess said, you share with some people that just want the products, and then you also share the vision with people, and you let people know, hey, you can get your products paid for, or hey, you know, we can help make an extra $500 a month, or hey, would you like to increase your household income by $30,000 a year? And you start to share this, and because we have systems and trainings and tools on our team, people get educated. They learn how to do the business, and it starts compounding over time. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you never know who you're going to meet in this business that's going to do exceptionally well. I'm going to give you an example. Jess Koehler here, who is a top income earner along with her husband, I didn't enroll her. I mean, we're how many levels deep from each other? I don't even know. Like,
I don't even know.
4, 5? I don't know.
4 or 5.
So
4 or 5.
someone enrolled somebody who enrolled somebody. It doesn't matter. Everything she does, I benefit from. But here's the really cool part. At any given time, she could outpass me and outperform me in income. I did that with my partner and my mentor, right? Like, so it's at any given time, you can make more than the person that enrolled you. That's amazing. But here's the really amazing thing, because you may be thinking to yourself, Emily, I don't know a lot of people. Well, you never know who your cousin knows, or maybe you're a spa owner. You have someone come in and they love the collagen that we sell and they go crazy. That could be literally one of your legs. And we have
yeah.
stories like this. And so it's just 2 sales teams, unlimited depth. Jess, I don't know if you want to add anything to this.
I just think they just keep making it easier too. I mean, it's now with collagen and products like that literally sell themselves. It just keeps getting easier and easier and easier to build, because you have such a food. Everyone eats food, right? And the beauty and wellness business is just booming, and they're smart. I mean, it's you don't find it very often. And I've said this a million times, the pageantry world, like, I have all these amazing freaking smart women that are just still searching, like, what should I do? Where should I put my eggs? Like, what, and I'm just like, do you want a plan? Do you want like a plan? And they would say to me, like, backstage, like, but how do you make money? Like, you're not at work right now. And I'd be like, I'm going to add, tag, and message you, right? I'm going to add you to our Facebook page. I'm going to tag you in like a little video, and I'm going to message you how.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, just shocked, because it's a system and a plan that works.
Yep, absolutely. And I just want to show you something. So basically each leg, okay, when one side hits 600 points, which is, these are orders going through, very easy to do. Another side hits 300, it's 900. And that's a cycle, which is $54. Okay. One cycle is $54. You may be thinking, okay, what is $54 going to do for me, Emily? But it compounds. So you can see 9 cycles a week. What this is, 26K a year. And, these aren't exact professions, but you get a general idea. And this is how it started for me. As a 23-year-old woman who worked multiple jobs, my goal was to cycle 10 times a week, which was around 30,000 a year. And that's what I did in my first year. Okay. And then from there, it started to compound. And then, by the age of 26, it was way over 142 cycles. It was 250 cycles. You do the math on that, that's $13,500 a week, right? So you can see, like, I initially came in though, and I wanted to pay rent. I wanted to pay my bills. And then eventually I was like, nope, I wanted to do this full time. And it's an evolutionary process from there. And so we have families on our team, and just maybe you want to mention a couple people that make this kind of money.
Oh, for sure. I mean, my best friend, Misty, joined me at the beginning, and I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel good. You should try some of this stuff. And just got one of the top places, like the first places on my team, right? Because I was like, just get a spot. Like, this just feels good. Get a spot. And all of a sudden she was like, not all of a sudden, but a year later, she was like, I don't have to go back to work if I don't want to. Like, I'm making as much as I was making as a therapist. So if I don't want to, I don't have to. So she had her daughter and stayed home with her daughter for a couple of years, did Isogenics. Now her daughter's in kindergarten, and she works part-time at the therapy office, part-time with Isogenics, and like double dips because she has the time and she's not taking care of her daughter right now. I mean, it is true freedom.
Yeah, true freedom. It's so amazing. And everyone's reasons are different. And like I said, it's an evolutionary process, but I want to really talk more about some of our benefits, Jess. Like, let's just dive into a couple of these, why we're so passionate about it. I mean, you just touched on the location independent thing, working from anywhere. I mean, I was in Cabo last week, and it's like, literally sent a couple messages and I'm like, oh my God, amazing. It really doesn't matter where I am.
Heck no, it doesn't matter at all. And it's just filling the gaps of what people need, leveraging social media. And that's the beautiful thing, is it really fits into wherever you're at in life. Em was at a beautiful resort talking about how she's got the freedom to be there, dipping her toes in the water. And I was at a beauty pageant and saying, I'm really happy I have the freedom to be here doing this. And we were both making money at that same time, enrolling people at that same time, building our businesses at the same time, doing things that we really enjoyed and were pushing us as humans. I mean, I love the location independence, the flexible scheduling. Obviously, there's no caps on your income. There's no caps. It's not like you've made your bonus, that's it. Like, it seems too good to be true a lot of the times. And when you meet the owners and you hear their story and you get to know the people, like, that's what's really so powerful to me, is the types of people that run this company and this business have shown up year after year after year. And also the huge, there's no barrier to entry, right? Everyone's going to have to buy some food. The cost is pretty darn low. And I have been also approached by numerous people now after this pageant. I don't know what it is. Someone gives you a shiny crown and they're like, come do business with me, right? And the buy-ins are huge, like huge. Like, I have to leverage my house for them. And I was like, listen, I'm good. I'm eating some food. I'm working from where I want to work. Right. Like, this is not appealing to me because it doesn't make sense after what I've seen.
Yeah. No, 100%. And so again, if you're listening to us and you're like, gosh, we're in a sticky situation. I talk to people every single day that are in sticky situations that weren't in a sticky situation a year and a half ago. And this is where it's like, you can join, you can do this. I was living paycheck to paycheck when I started, but I still ate food. And so it was an amazing trade up, and the tax benefits. We have people join because let's just face it. Would you like to write off your life like me? I'm gonna get in trouble right now, but you know what I mean? Like, anytime I'm on a plane, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you don't have employees, you don't have all the stress that comes with it, and let's just talk, Jess, about the community aspect, because I think this is something that I didn't even understand when I joined.
No, this is what keeps people around and draws people in. It's just the like-mindedness, and it's the positivity, and it's the growth, and you do not find that everywhere else you go. Really, it's ingrained in this culture and community that you will grow. You will, surround yourself by others that lift you up. It is a true blessing, and it is next to the amazing paycheck that shows up every Monday at the same time. And it's just so exciting. This is my favorite part.
Yeah, it's the people you meet, you guys, and it's such a blessing. Now, choosing the right company, like I said, network marketing is coming of age. I mean, it's what company are you a part of? And you want something that's consumable. In a downward economy, people still eat food, right? They're still investing in their health. It's emotional, it's visible. People have results here. If you have had any kind of result from a health perspective, type in the chat right now what your result is. I want to see it, I want to hear it. Okay. And so we know that, okay, the products are there and we keep innovating and growing. But the thing about this company is it is literally run by people that have built in our profession. It's one of the most successful mom and pop companies in the world, fastest growing $1 billion health and wellness company that is all about its people, quite frankly. And I'm obsessed with our vision, Jess. I
love this one.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone to enjoy an abundant life and experience the joyful, healthful, abundant life. And that's a beautiful thing. Again, it's just, you're glowing when you feel good and you look good and you have good juju all around you. It's just a very good, good formula for success. And your kids see that, and your friends and family see that. And that's another thing I'd like to see in the comments. How has this impacted your kids or your family in a positive manner? Have they seen you dream again? Have they seen you take pride in your appearance again? Have they seen you have better relationships because your head is clear? There's so many benefits.
So many benefits. And, a little bit more about Isogenics. It was established in 2002. Like I said, it's family owned and operated. We're in 26 markets globally, which is so exciting. And we are set up for 10 times the growth. People always say, are they going to be able to handle it? They saw what happened. The world saw what happened with our collagen. Yes, we will absolutely be able to handle it. I mean, we have over 300 people that have earned over $1 million. Like, one of my friends was a mechanic who was suicidal here in California. He's a millionaire with the company, from stay-at-home moms to chiropractors to doctors, you name it. I mean, there's just so much I can say about our beautiful company.
It's amazing. And it's, again, it does so much good. It does, and it supports you. The company itself supports you in all of these things. And your job is to really be a product of the product. And that scared me at first, because I was like, well, what does that mean? I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a bikini model. Like, what does a product of the product mean? But for me personally, it meant I got clarity and focus as a mom again. And so your audience will always be changing. At the beginning, mine was moms who didn't have time to eat food. Now it's beauty queens who want collagen. Like, who knows? But that's the beautiful thing about it, is they do all the back end stuff for you, and you're going out and spreading and sharing the message.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can see what Isogenics does. I know I've got a couple business owner friends here that they wear a lot of hats in their businesses. Isogenics does all this here. I mean, our master formulator is working on a product right now that we're going to be launching in the fall that is first to market. Like, I'm not in the science lab. You wouldn't want me in the science lab.
No.
Okay. And I'm not like paying people every Monday. They're doing that. And it's like, we get to do the fun parts about business, which is meeting people and developing people and having a lot of fun in the process.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Potential is huge if you have the hunger. Realize the potential you have and develop your skills and build your confidence. So you have to realize that the potential that you have deep inside of you, and you have to, I love this quote, like, pizza doesn't compare itself to other pizza. Like, it's all delicious in a different way. Like, stop doing that, right? Yes. Like, focus on your strengths. And there's few businesses where you can just totally focus on your strengths and the strengths of others and succeed together. And you can do that. And we're here to support you 100 million%. And you always have a community and a culture and resources like Emily and I and these calls to tap into.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. And, what she is saying is you just have to have the drive and want more for your life. That's it. You guys, we're set up. We train you, we coach you, we grow with you. And all you have to do now is decide how you want to get started. That's it. It's as simple as that. And then we plug you in. And so, here's some of our different systems from a health perspective. Now, we've got a lot of different products, but if you're watching this and you're like, I need to cleanse, I want to lower my stress levels, I want to lean out, I want to clear up my skin maybe, then these systems are really amazing for you for your first 30 days. The basic pack is great. It's $9 a day. I mean, yeah, set you up for success here. I mean, I think I'm just going to jump straight to the value pack, Jess. Do you love this pack?
Yeah, this is where I started, and it just made a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, it's the most bang for your buck. And it's like, if you're going to do it, you should just freaking do it. Everything's 30-day money back guarantee anyways. And what happens to me, a lot of my clients, is they want to dip a toe in. And then I was like, okay, but I'm telling you, next week, you're going to be ordering more. And so I love the value pack because it just gives you the whole experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is some of our nutritionals, but now we're going to quickly jump to the collagen. And just, what are you experiencing from the collagen? This product is so amazing, but I want to hear your perspective on it, because you've been in the beauty industry. You're like me, like a junkie, and I feel like you're a hard critic.
I'm a hard freaking critic, you guys. And I got this, I actually begged for this. I'm pretty sure I was driving to somewhere, and I remember voice texting M and being like, whoever you get on that list to try this, I need to be on there. Like, I'm begging you. And I remember getting the box and she didn't say much. She was just like, okay, I'm on it. And then all of a sudden I got the box before it came out and I was like, thank you, Jesus and Emily Vavra. Like, I took this before Mrs. America and Mrs. Minnesota, and it made me feel like I had the leg up on my competition, you guys, because there's nothing out there like it. It is so amazing, and it's got so many benefits. My joints, I was working out a lot. My joints weren't hurting as much. My hair, nails, and skin were growing. My pageant coach was like, how are you glowing? What moisturizer are you using? And I was like, girl, it is collagen. So it's my favorite product.
Absolutely. And you can decide if you want to start on a 4-pack or a 6-pack. And I just recommend this 6 and double up, start out with 2. But we have so many spas, estheticians, hairdressers. I mean, my hair has grown so much since I started this whole thing. I used to have red bumps on the back of my arm since I was like 10 years old, gone. Okay. Everything. This is what happens when you get your glow on. Literally, you're just like, everything costs more money. You got to keep getting your hair done. I was talking to one of my friends, Robin, and she has to literally color her hair like every few weeks. But here's the thing with these glass bottles, you're not getting the oxidation. Okay. So when you're opening a bag of powder and whatever, putting some, stuff on a spoon or something, it's getting oxidized. So you're not absorbing as much. So what happened to Isogenics when we launched this is we sold millions of bottles, like in days. And obviously now we've had some time, we've had some months with the results that have come in from every age group, men, women. I have a girl that had dark circles under her eyes, gone. You guys, this product alone, we could have a company alone from this product. And so as you're watching this, it's really cool because you may be a man watching this and you may be a gym rat. Guess what? We have a whole performance system that could be your thing. I work with some trainers, that's their thing. Okay. But you could be watching this and you're like, no, I am like a beauty influencer and I want this could be your thing. Or you could be into weight loss and a cleanse coach. That could be your thing. And so it's whatever works for you, but we teach you, train you, coach you how to build a business, a virtual health and wellness franchise. Okay. That'll global, pay you as much as you want. And so Jess, I don't know if you want to give any closing remarks, like maybe just inspire them to take action, because here's the thing. I know that we have some people watching this that have been in a funk, and life can be difficult sometimes,
Yeah, it can be really difficult, and it can be highs and lows, right? And that can be like one of the hardest parts. And what I have found with this team, look, I'm going to tear up, you guys. This is how much it really means to me. Like, it's the consistency of the love and the community. And when you feel good on the inside, right? Because you're putting good stuff into your body and you're being surrounded by people that lift you up and see your potential. It's a really beautiful thing, and it's priceless. It's priceless. So I encourage you to just, you need to go for it. You need to do it, and you need to trust that you're here watching this for a reason, and you won't regret it.
That's so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And just what she said, you got to just trust and go for it. And you won't know exactly how it's all going to work, but that's why we're all here for you. We literally have a built-in community, and it's all set up. So just decide what products do you want to get back to the person that sent you here, and we will meet you on our team training. Hopefully you'll decide to get trained up, and we want to start this journey with you. However involved you want to get, that's totally up to you, but we're here for you. So thank you, Jess.
Thank you. Love you. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.